Friends, are you planning a bike ride to Ladakh and wondering if you can rent bike accessories or riding gear in Leh Ladakh or Manali or Delhi based on your itinerary of the trip? In this series, I have already talked about how to rent a motorcycle for a Ladakh trip, where to rent them, and what is the cost of renting these motorcycles. However, some folks also ask about how and where to rent the bike accessories or riding gear in Leh Ladakh or Manali or Delhi for their Himalayan trips. So today in this Express FAQ series on traveling to Ladakh, I'm going to talk about this topic in detail and also talk about some of the important factors that you must consider while doing so. So let's get started. Hello, Namaste and Jule. If you are new to my channel, my name is Dheeraj and I run a travel blog devilonwheels.com. And if you like my work, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that red subscribe button down below. Well, to answer the question quickly, yes, bike accessories as well as riding gears are available for rent in some of the bike rental shops in Manali and Leh. However, before opting for rental bike accessories or riding gears, you should ask yourself questions about this rent versus buy situation and the following factors associated to it. First factor is that you should consider if it is going to be your one-off bike ride or you are going to pursue this passion of riding in years to come. If you are getting into the biking and would be continuing it for some time to come, it is always better that you invest in your own gear for the cost benefit. Of course, for just one-off bike ride to Ladakh or Himalayas, it is always better to rent these biking accessories or riding gear in most cases rather than buying them. Some of these riding gears are pretty costly as well to buy. But why do I say in most cases? Well, because as a second factor, you should also consider the cost of buying it versus the cost of renting. And when you do such a kind of cost benefit analysis, then make sure to factor in the cost that you get back after selling these bought items too. To simplify things, you can assume 40 to 50% of reselling cost as the base point so that you do not make a research project out of it. Similarly, when calculating the cost of renting these bike accessories and riding gear, please consider the itinerary that you are going to follow on your Ladakh trip. Most of these accessories are available for rent on per day cost basis only. Hence, the total rental cost of these items will depend upon the itinerary of your Ladakh or Spiti trip, and the place where you rent them, that will decide the rental duration of these items on your trip. Now, with these numbers in mind, you will be able to figure it out if you want to rent an item or buy it. Please note that you will be comparing what it will actually cost to you after buying and reselling it at 40 to 50% versus the cost that you pay when you rent the item for the entire Ladakh trip. Now, talking about the third factor, along with these two things, you also need to consider how you are planning to reach Ladakh. Again, back to your itinerary. So, if you are traveling by road or riding on your own bike, or you plan to rent a bike in Manali or Leh, then of course you do have an option of carrying these bike accessories or riding gear with you. But what happens if you are planning to take a direct flight to Leh and then do all the sightseeing in Ladakh with a Leh rental motorcycle only? Well, in such a case, there isn't any other option rather to rent these bike accessories or riding gear in Leh itself, unless there are some items you plan to carry in your luggage with you. So, your starting point will be a critical factor in your decision. Friends, now that you understand that what factors you should consider before making the decision on renting the bike accessories and riding gear for your Ladakh trip from Manali, Delhi or Leh, let us look at some of the standard rental rates of the common biking accessories and riding gear as per Ladakh Bike Rental Union. Please keep in mind that these rates are per day basis for all the items. A 2-man camp or tent will cost you Rs 500 per day. Now let us apply the factors that I have told you in this video and see whether it makes sense or not. Let us assume that you plan to rent the tent for 10 days. Well, you can easily see that it will cost you Rs 5,000. So buying it from a nearby decathlon will be much cheaper than renting it in Leh. But then other factors needs to be considered as well. For example, if you are planning to directly fly to Leh, then whether it is worth to carry the tent in the luggage or not. Or as per your itinerary, you want to rent only for 3 days and not for 10 days. So by this example, you can easily see that how you can apply the factors that I have shared for rent versus buy previously in this video. It will certainly help you save some money and take an informed decision. Next on the list is sleeping bag, which will cost you Rs 200 per day. Similarly, apply the rent versus buy parameters to decide whether you should buy a sleeping bag or whether you should rent one. Same way, you can get a sleeping mattress for Rs 150 per day, a riding jacket for Rs 300 per day, a knee elbow guard for Rs 200 per day, and riding gloves for Rs 100 per day. If you are interested in Ladakh carrier or saddlebags, then you can get them at Rs 100 per day. They may be very useful for long drives for sure. Next, a spare set of gumboots are easily available for Rs 50 per day and they are pretty useful in water crossings. They can be tied to the luggage and you can quickly put them on when dodging any water crossings. Apart from that, at some rental shop you can also get a digital camera for Rs 500 per day and even a GoPro with mount for Rs 700 per day. I believe these could be the items that you should invest in or for buying them, as they can be used for other occasions too. Lastly, please note that the bike rental shops provide the helmet for the rider as included in the rates of daily bike rental charges. However, if you wish to rent a helmet for the pillion as well, you will need to pay extra for it. So friends, this was all about buying or renting the bike accessories and riding gear in a Leh Ladakh trip. I hope this video will help you make an informed decision before putting down the money in these items. In my next video, I'll talk about what is the best bike for a Leh Ladakh bike trip, including the factors that you should consider when choosing a bike for such a trip. So stay tuned my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Now in the end, if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you need any help or have any questions on your upcoming trip to the Himalayas, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you out right away. Till then my friends, Jule, and please keep our Himalayas clean.